So good morning all. So yesterday we have seen arrays introduction, and we have seen the 2-3 examples, right? Right. So how about the output of this program? Int size is 10, array of size, whether this is allowed. Whether this is allowed. So array of size should not be, this is a variable, so you cannot use like this. So we will get an error message. So the error message will be constant expression required in function main. Constant expression required in function main. You will get an error message. Okay. So if it is, you have to declare like this, array of 10. You have to give a constant inside this. Okay. So size can be varied after a later point of time. The size you can change it as size is 20. So it cannot go and change the number of memory space allocated. So this is not allowed. So simple thing is, during declaration, if we could able to understand that, so the declaration will allocate memory space. So if that is clear, then we could able to understand all these concepts, right? Is it fine? Shall I move on? Yeah. Okay. Next one. Int I, j is 10, array size. Int array of array size, j is 10, array size is 20, else array size is 40. Again what will happen? Yeah, error, the same error. What is the error? Constant expression required in function main. So a constant is required in the function main, right? Again an error. Okay, so the thing is, if j is 10, then we are changing the array size itself. So we cannot change the array size, right? So accordingly we cannot change it. So that is the thing. Yes, I think it is clear now. Yeah, how about this now? Yes, have you got it? What can be done? What will be the output? Array 1 is 10, it will carry 10 elements. Array 2 also will carry 10 elements. I, for I varies from 0 to 9. I plus plus. Array 1 of I is assigned with A plus I, capital A plus I. Capital A plus 0 is, So what is the ASCII code of this A? Yes, what is the ASCII code of small a? Yes, okay. Now what is required? If you could able to know the meaning of 65 and 97, then what is the answer of this? What it will print? Just give me the output. 65 is for capital A. ASCII code of capital A is 65 and this is 97. Right? Okay. So 32. How many times 32 will get printed? How many times 32 will get printed?
1 second, sir.
10 times. Okay. Is that fine? Is it printed in the same line or next lines? New lines? Same line. Okay, fine. Got it? I hope it is clear. Is it clear for everyone? Is it easy? Since we are doing it percentage D, it will have only the ASCII line, ASCII code. Okay. Yeah, next. Here, int b is initialized with some values 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. I is 0 to 4, I of b. So what is this? Sorry, there is a background disturbance, some lorries keep on horning. Okay, let us not bother about that. So what will happen to this? Error. Okay. What it should be? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Is it error or we will get the answer? Yes. Yes. Sorry, there is a mistake here. So when we say b of I, this is an important concept, you should know it. When we say b of I, actually it should be b of I, it should be b of I, instead of that I of b is there, right? So this should be B of I. If it is B of I, then it is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 is very clear. So internally see what it will happen is, it converts this into star B plus I. Star B. What is B? B, as I have already told, B is the base pointer, the address of the first element, plus I. So whenever we are using B of I, it will take the base pointer plus the index, so that it will, suppose B of 2 is there, means B of 0 is this, B of 1, B of 2. So it will add 2, so that it will go to this particular address of this element. So that is how it is happening internally. So star B plus I and I plus B are one and the same. Star B plus I, which means the value at the address which is I locations after the base address. Now you would agree that star B plus I is same as star I plus B, which is same as I of B. Therefore the above for loop prints the array elements stored in the array of B of. Is it clear? So this is the concept. You should never forget it. Star B plus I or star I plus B. Right? Whenever we say it as B of I or I of B, then it will convert it like this. It will understand, the compiler will understand like this. Is that clear? Is that clear? This is a very important concept. As far as C is concerned, you should know it. So lot of programs which will play with this. Fine? Okay. I am moving on. Yes. What will be the output of this? Array of 10. But we have given only 6 elements. What will happen? So what will get printed? Yeah. So the remaining thing will take it as 0. Why? Means it is given as static. The static storage class means the default value will be 0. Okay. So we will get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 4 zeros. 7th element, 8th element, 9th element and 10th element are zeros. Okay. Yes. That was very simple. And how about this? Yes. A of minus minus I. Whether this is allowed? Indexing can do any expression. Can we include any expression for indexing? So this is the only confusion, right? If you could able to know that, then it is easy. Yes. So I is taken as 5 first and I greater than 0. We are not reducing anything or incrementing. The incrementation part is not required, so we have left it. It is not mandatory that all these 3 components should be available, except the semicolon. Even all the 3 components are not there, then just 2 semicolons inside this bracket is required. That is what we have seen in the loops, right? Now I is 5. So first, since it is pre-decrement, what will happen? I is 5 here. When it is coming here, a of 4. What is a of 4? A of 0, a of 1, a of 2, a of 3 and a of 4. What is a of 4? It is 6. So 6 will get printed. After that, when I becomes 4, a of 3. A of 3 which is 5. Yeah, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 will get printed. Fine. So the meaning of the purpose of this program is this kind of indexing is possible. Next, yes. It's a lengthy program, but it is easy. Static int a of 5. So a is an array which stores these 5 values. So we are declaring I, j, m, n as integers, and I is stored with plus a of 1. That is pre-increment a of 1. Which is a of 1? This is a of 0. And this is a of 1. Plus a of 1 means whether it is 15. Is it 15 plus a of 1? Yes. $11. How come? A of 1 is 10 and we are incrementing that a of 1 value. We are not incrementing a. That is the difference I wanted to say. If you use plus a, then a means a of 0. The address of a of 0. Generally, if we are saying a, if it is a, then the meaning is address of a of 0. Sorry for my writing. Okay, a of 0. Address of a of 0 is nothing but a. You can just mention it as a instead of writing it as address of a of 0. A means it will act as a base pointer. It will act as a base pointer. If I am using plus a, the meaning is a of, that is address of a of 0 is stored with address of a of 1. That is the meaning. So it will go and point 10. The address will be, the address of 10 will get stored in a. If I am mentioning a after this plus a, then it will take the address of a of 1. So that point you should be very clear, right? Initially, whenever we use array, when we are accessing, when we are typing inside your program as a without having index, the meaning is a of 0. That is address of a of 0. If it is, you have to access the value, then you have to keep the index. So a of 1 is 10. We are incrementing 10. So it is 11. Okay. J is a of 1 plus. What will happen? What about j? So a of 1 will get stored in j, and a of 1 is incremented, and what is a of 1 now? What will be the a value of a of 1? Is it Okay, fine. Let me come from this. That confusion you didn't notice, I think. I is plus plus a of 1. So what will happen? A of 1 will become 11, correct? And the same is stored in I. What is the meaning of this? Plus plus a of 1 means a of 1 is equal to a of 1 plus 1. So a of 1 will be changed to 11, correct? And here again you are trying to capture a of 1 to j. So a of 1 is already 11, so that 11 will get stored here with j, and a of 1 becomes 12. Is it correct? Is that clear? Yeah. So I is 11, j is 12, sorry, j is 11, since it is post increment. J is 11 and a of 1 becomes 12. So we will be getting 11, 11 and 12. Is that fine? Have to be cautious, that's all. Okay, how about this then? J becomes 1 now. M is a of I plus plus. What is I plus plus? First inside the bracket it will happen. I is 1, so I plus plus is 2, but a of I is stored with M. Is it correct? Is it correct or not? A of 1, what is A of 1? A of 1 is already 12. That is not changed. So that 12 will get stored in M, but I becomes 2. I becomes 2. So when it is coming here, I becomes 2 and M becomes, M is nothing but 12. That is A of 1. Since it is post increment, if it is A plus plus I, then it is I is incremented and the same is applied here in the expression. So A of 2, A of 2 is 15. 15 would have been printed. Is it clear? So 2 and 12. And how about the last statement? How about the last statement? I is 2. Already I was 2. Again they are initializing, that is storing the value 2. Now a plus plus I becomes 3 here. So a of 3 is stored in n. What is a of 3? 0, 1, 2, 3. So 20 will get printed. Am I right? So I is 3 and n is becoming 20. Yeah, 20. 3 and 20 will get printed. Whether this is clear? Yes. Okay, I hope everyone got it. Right? Next, moving on. Array of 25 I, 0 to 100 I plus plus. Okay, array of I is 100. That is all the value are stored with 100. Why error? Yeah, the indexing, we have never used square bracket. I have told in the start of the particular chapter that always indexing should be done with square bracket, but they have used a normal braces. This is a normal mistake people will do. Any programmer beginner will do this particular error. So we should use only the indexing, and apart from that one more error is there. So initially the compiler will give you the error called function definition out of place in function main. What is the meaning of this? But the compiler error is function definition out of place in function main. Why that particular error is coming? So what is the understanding of that? So whenever we get an error, we need to know the meaning of error. What happens? Array of 25 is nothing but it will take it as a function. It will never consider it as a array. So anything is array of 25. So this we normally use it for functions. That is why when we are using array, we are going for indexing, that is square bracket. Since the normal braces is meant for function, in order to differentiate these two for the compiler, we are changing the square braces. So this is taken as function, but we are each and every time we are going with array of 0, array of thing, but it is 25. A constant cannot be included in a argument while declaration itself. During declaration it is not possible. So function definition out of place in function main. Okay, that is one. The another point is, suppose if it is taken as one more error is also there here, mistake. So we have given the size of array as 25, whether it is, even if it is square brace, even if it is square braces, here also we are using square braces. What we are trying to do is, for array of 0 to 99 or 0 to 100, 0 to 100 we are trying to access, 0 to 100 we are trying to access. That is also not correct, but it will not pop an error message. It will not pop up an error message if we are doing it, but it is wrong. It will go and modify the elements which are not in the scope of the array, whichever we have designed. Clear? So these three mistakes are there in the particular program. One is you have to use square bracket for indexing, and you should not go beyond the limit of the array size. Okay, so thank you. Go for